Jane Fonda's life has been anything but ordinary. Born into fame, wealth, and societal expectation, she faced challenges that no public persona could reveal. Behind her silver screen glamour and activism lay a childhood shaped by loss, trauma, and pressure to conform. Her journey spans Hollywood stardom, personal battles, political activism, and later life reinvention. From the golden cage of her early years to the resilience she embodies today, Fonda's story is one of survival, self-discovery, and empowerment. She has turned private pain into public lessons, inspiring generations to embrace honesty, strength, and the pursuit of purpose. Early life, born into privilege and pain. Jane Fonda was born on December 21, 1937, in Manhattan, in one of the city's wealthiest neighborhoods. Her father, Henry Fonda, was an acclaimed actor, and her mother, Frances, came from high society with ancestral ties to royalty. On the surface, the family appeared perfect, but beneath the exterior were deep fractures. Henry was emotionally distant, and Frances struggled with mental health, leading to repeated hospitalizations. At just 12 years old, Jane lost her mother to suicide, a truth hidden from her for months. This early trauma shaped her emotional development, fostering feelings of guilt, fear, and the inability to express vulnerability. Childhood struggles, silence, and emotional distance. Growing up in the Fonda household meant appearances mattered more than feelings. Jane learned to smile in public while suppressing private sorrow. Her father's emotional unavailability left her craving approval, yet he rarely expressed love or praise. Her mother's absence and mental instability compounded her sense of isolation. Jane and her brother Peter were left to navigate grief and confusion largely on their own. The family's approach to tragedy, moving on without explanation, taught Jane to internalize pain. These early lessons would echo throughout her adult life, influencing her relationships, career decisions, and struggles with self-worth. Early acting career, reluctance, and breakthrough. Despite her famous lineage, Jane didn't initially aspire to acting. In 1954, she declined a role in The Country Girl with her father, choosing instead to pursue her own path. Hollywood, however, didn't let her go. By 1960, she starred in Tall Story, a romantic comedy that became her true introduction to film audiences. Her Broadway experience had prepared her, but this Hollywood debut launched her into the spotlight. Interestingly, the film featured a young Robert Redford in his first uncredited role. From the start, Fonda navigated the challenges of fame, balancing professional ambition with lingering insecurities, rooted in her childhood. Marriage and manipulation. Roger Vadim's influence. Jane's personal life became complicated after meeting French director Roger Vadim in 1963. They married in 1965, and their relationship quickly revealed patterns of control and manipulation. Vadim influenced Jane's public image, directing her roles and shaping her sexuality on screen and off. Behind closed doors, she endured pressure to engage in activities against her comfort, including threesomes and sexualized performances meant to satisfy Vadim's desires. Financial control and emotional manipulation added to the strain. While she gave birth to their daughter Vanessa in 1968, Jane's personal struggles intensified. These experiences profoundly affected her self-esteem, teaching her lessons about boundaries and resilience. Hollywood stardom, triumph, and exploitation. Fonda's breakthrough role in Barbarella, 1968, cemented her status as a cultural icon. The film's provocative visuals and revealing costume shocked audiences, establishing her as a sex symbol. Behind the scenes, however, Fonda was terrified, turning to alcohol to cope with filming nude scenes. Promises about coverage in the final cut were broken, leaving her exposed and humiliated. Her fame grew, but it came at a personal cost. The pressure to maintain a seductive public persona blurred the line between work and life, reinforcing the manipulative patterns she had experienced in her marriage. Fame was a blessing, but it was also a cage. Repeated patterns. relationships, and vulnerabilities. Fonda's early relationships often mirrored the dynamics she experienced with Vadim. She gravitated toward strong, charismatic men who sought her fame, attention, or finances. Childhood wounds made her vulnerable, creating a cycle of dependency and emotional compromise. Despite public admiration, Jane's personal life involved quiet struggles with self-worth and control. Each relationship became a lesson in asserting boundaries and reclaiming agency. These experiences, painful as they were, shaped her understanding of empowerment and independence. Through them, she learned to separate her value from external validation and recognize the importance of choosing partners aligned with respect and care. Social activism. Using voice for change beyond Hollywood, Jane Fonda became a fearless activist. Her anti-Vietnam War protests and advocacy for social causes brought both praise and criticism. These actions reflected her desire to leverage fame for justice and healing. Correspondence from veterans and supporters indicated that her efforts inspired forgiveness, awareness, and change. She confronted political and social challenges head-on, using her platform to highlight inequities and environmental concerns. Her activism intertwined with her personal narrative, demonstrating resilience and courage. By channeling her experiences into advocacy, Fonda transformed personal pain into collective empowerment, showing that influence extends beyond the silver screen. Health challenges, confronting mortality. In later years, Fonda faced her most personal battles yet. Diagnosed with cancer in her 80s, she approached treatment publicly, demonstrating courage and openness. She documented her chemotherapy journey, acknowledging fatigue and side effects without retreating from public life. In December 2022, she celebrated remission just days before her 85th birthday. Fonda's transparency about her illness became a source of inspiration, especially for older adults navigating health challenges. By confronting mortality with honesty and humor, she reaffirmed her lifelong philosophy: adversity can sharpen purpose, and openness can provide strength, connection, and hope for those facing similar struggles. Fitness and longevity, strength at every age. Even in her late 80s, Jane Fonda maintains a rigorous fitness routine. She alternates upper and lower body workouts, incorporates resistance bands, light weights, and stretches daily to preserve flexibility and balance. Walking replaced running to protect her joints, demonstrating adaptability with age. Her philosophy emphasizes effort over perfection. Do what you can, rather than nothing at all. Fonda's commitment to fitness is not about vanity, but about independence, mobility, and joy. By sharing her routines, she encourages others, particularly older adults, to prioritize self-care, embrace movement, and reclaim agency over their physical and mental well-being, proving age is no barrier to vitality. Legacy, strength, honesty, and inspiration. Jane Fonda's life is a tapestry of triumph and adversity. From a traumatic childhood and exploitative relationships to Hollywood stardom, activism, and health challenges, she has navigated life with courage and authenticity. Her story emphasizes resilience, self-acceptance, and the power of transformation. By confronting personal pain, embracing aging, and sharing her journey publicly, Fonda has inspired generations to live boldly and honestly. Her legacy transcends fame. It is a testament to the human capacity for growth, forgiveness, and empowerment. Jane Fonda continues to redefine what it means to age, fight, and thrive with purpose. Conclusion: a life fully lived. Jane Fonda's journey shows that life's hardships can coexist with extraordinary achievement. She turned grief into strength, fear into courage, and personal struggle into public inspiration. Today, at 87, she exemplifies resilience, vitality, and authenticity. Her story encourages self-compassion, persistence, and embracing the full spectrum of human experience. From Hollywood to activism, health challenges to aging gracefully, Fonda has consistently modeled living fully, unapologetically, and with intention. Her life reminds us that power lies in embracing our truth, learning from adversity, and using our experiences to uplift ourselves and others.